watch your light, my only friend through teenage nights. And everything I had to know, I heard it on my radio. You gave them all, those old time stars, through wars, worlds, invaded by Mars. You made them laugh, you made them cry, you made us feel like we could fly. Radio, so don't become some background noise, a background for the girls and boys who just don't know, just don't care, just complain when you're not there. You had your time, you had the power, you're yet to face your finest hour. Radio, all we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Goo Goo, Radio Gaga. And all we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio blah blah, Radio what's new, Radio someone still loves you. How's it going, folks? This is Wayne out, back with another lesson and an amazing song as always today. We've got probably my favourite Queen song and Radio Gaga. Hope you're all doing the claps along with the intro there. Now, I wouldn't say this was an easy song to play. It's quite intermediate. There's a few bar chords in, a few sort of strange chords. It works really well, this version, though. And if you do want the chords, the lyrics and the strumming pattern, as always, I'm going to post it up on my Patreon page. So there'll be a link to that in the comments. Also a link in the description if you want to click and check that out. And the way that that works, you just sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month and you get access not only to this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past 12 months. And there's some stuff up there to coincide also with the technique lessons that I do, you know, the blues stuff, the scale stuff, some riffs up there as well, some bonus stuff that isn't on YouTube. So like I say, what you're waiting for, click on the link and go and check that out. Thanks for your continued support. Thanks everyone who's subscribed. If you are subscribed and you haven't done already, further way you could help me out is hitting that little notification bell that's somewhere down there. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok. As you always say, I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the song is in standard tuning, but as you can see for this version, you're going to want the capo on the first fret, okay? As usual, I'm going to give G7th Capo Company a quick plug. I ordered this capo, it's a custom one, a gold one, very bling. Don't know if you can see, it's got my name sort of inscribed on the top. And I just want to give these guys a plug. You know, they support my channel. These are amazing sort of durable capos. I've had another one that I've had for the best part of 15 years. It's never lost its grip. And I think with Christmas coming up, you know, this would make the ideal gift. So I'm going to put a link to that in the description if you want to go over and check those out. So that's a G7th Capo. And this model is actually a generation 3. So there we go. Okay, so the intro to this song, we're going to first play an E chord. Then we're going to go to an F sharp minor. Then we're going to go to an A. We're going to go back to the F sharp minor. Then we're going to go to an A, to an E. And it's nice to do this little, so on the E chord at the end there, we're going to do an E sus4 back into an E again. So all that will be, you take your E chord, add your little pinky on the second fret on the G relative to the capo, and then take it off again. So I'll just play that intro round again. So starting with the E chord. The F sharp minor, got the A, F sharp minor, and then A to E, E sus4, back to the E. Okay, now on the verse, it's pretty much the same chords, but I think it's nice in the first verse, the version that I did, I sort of do it with single strums. So I'll just sort of sing that through, so it's basically the E, the F sharp minor, and the A chord again. Okay, so I'm going to play that around with single strums and show you how that sort of gels with the words. So we got I sit alone and watch your light, my only friend through teenage nights. and everything I had to know, I heard it on my radio. Okay, and then verse 2, same chords, but this time I'm going to start strumming. I'll talk about the strumming pattern in a short while. You gave them all those old time stars, through war and worlds, paid by mass. You made them laugh, you made them cry, you made us feel like we could fly. E sus4, back to the E. Okay, so then we got the pre-chorus, so this is where you get a couple of quite unusual chords. So I'll just explain what the chords are. The first chord's going to be an E chord, so don't become some background noise. Okay, and then we're going to want a chord that's called a C sharp diminished / G. So it's basically like an A7 chord. I'm doing that on my second and third finger, and we're going to put the little pinky on the third fret on the low E string relative to the capo. Like I say, quite a strange chord. Then we're going to go back to an A, and then we're going to have one called a B flat diminished. So if you do the A7 chord again, and then put your first finger on the first fret on the A string relative to the capo, little pinky third fret, that'll be on the G relative to the capo. Quite an unusual sounding chord. There we go. Then we're going to go to an E. You had your power, and then a B. This is a bar chord. Your finest hour, and then it goes A to E, E sus4 back to E. Okay, so I'm just going to sing the pre-chorus through so you can see how that gels together. So starting with the E, here we go. So don't become some background noise, background fun. The girls and boys just don't know, just don't care, they just complain when you're not there. You had your time, you had your bow, you're yet to face your finest hour. Radio, radio. Okay, so now if you don't want to do the C / diminish / G, you can get away with just doing an A7 chord. That, you know, works perfectly well. I just think with that, you know, that sort of G bass note, and that's sort of, you know, the correct chord. Okay, so the chorus, we're going to start off with an E sus4. I do this with single strums, and it's going to go A back to E. And then the second line, A, E, A, E. And then that repeats again. So we got, all we hear is A and E chord, A and E chord, A and E chord, E sus4. All we hear is A and E chord, A and E chord, and then we got the F sharp minor, radio is new, A, B, then we're going to do a C sharp minor, radio, back to the B, someone still loves you, I'll watch the shows, we watch the stars, and that takes us back into the next verse. So I'll just sing that chorus through again so you can see how that gels together. So we got, all we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Google, Radio Gaga, and all we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio blah blah, Radio what's new, Radio someone still loves you. Okay, so all that repeats. We got another verse, pre-chorus, and a chorus, and then we got an instrumental, which is basically going through, you know, the verse and the pre-chorus again. Okay, so the outro is basically the E chord, the C sharp diminished / G. Go A, B flat diminished, then finish on the E. Okay, and that is pretty much, you know, the meat and potatoes of the song. So a strumming pattern that works quite well on this. Obviously the single strums through, you know, the first verse and the chorus I think work quite well. But once you start strumming, one of the old faithful patterns works quite well with this. So down, down, up, down, up, down, up. I said down, down, up, down, up, down, up. you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that. What an amazing song. If you don't like that song, you don't like music. And that is probably my favourite Queen song. That's what I wanted to do. I get quite a lot of requests for Queen stuff, and most Queen songs, including this one, are actually very difficult to play, so it's hard to sort of get them down and do sort of acoustic versions. I have done a few. If you want to go and check those out, I think I did Crazy Little Thing Called Love, which is a great acoustic one. But I wanted to get this one down because this is my personal favourite, so there we go. So if you want to request any other Queen songs or anything 50s to modern day within reason that's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar, so the easiest way to put your request in is if you comment in the post below, or if you want to find me a personal message over through those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I always try and reply to messages. I just always point out that I do get quite a lot of requests, and I do have to sort of hemp-it them a little bit. So don't, get put off if you have requested a song and I haven't put it up yet. I have got sort of a long list, but do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, obviously, thanks for your continued support. Thanks everyone who's subscribed to my channel. Now, if you are subscribed, I'll quickly mention this again, and you haven't done already, please hit that little notification bell that's somewhere down there so you get notified every time I post a video up and you can keep up to date. Another thing is, the patron thing. Sorry to keep banging on about it, but like I say, if you want to sign up, the money from that helps, keep these lessons going. The filming, the editing, the researching, it all goes back into, keeping these videos going, and it gives you guys the access to all the chords, lyrics, and strumming patterns to, coincide with the lesson. So, like I say, there's a link to that in the description. Also, a link in the comments. If you don't want to do that and you want to show some appreciation and you want to make a small donation, I've got a new feature which is like a thanks button that's just under the video there, so you can click on that and just make a small donation. Another way, I always say word of mouth is a powerful thing, so if you dig what I do, please like and share my videos, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone plays a guitar, please point them in my direction. That would be very much appreciated. So that just leads me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, whether it be morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.